Sexual assault, Penal Code Section 22011. Sexual assault is not a sexual crime. It is a crime of violence, and that's the way it's treated in Texas. Sexual assault is a penetration without consent, but it's by any means. There's no requirement for penetration that it be with a sexual organ. If it's the sexual organ of the other person, it could be an object, and there's no requirement that there be some sexual mindset in the defendant's mind, that it be done for sexual gratification. There's just no requirement for that. So any penetration by any means of another person's sexual organ is sexual assault without consent. It's defined by many different ways in Texas. The most common is by force or violence. It's also defined as if the victim is unconscious, unable to resist in any fashion, unaware that the sexual assault is occurring, and also the status. That means like police officers or doctors have a particular power over someone, then that can be without consent. But force or violence is obviously the main two means. That means holding someone down. That means punching them. That's exactly what it means. The law does not require some type of affirmative consent by a sexual partner to have sex, and everything other than that is illegal. That is not the law. The law is physical force or violence. This unconscious does not mean someone was very intoxicated. It's not what it means. It means unconscious, unaware that the sexual assault is occurring, as in passed out completely, perhaps, but not drunk with a diminished capacity, unless, of course, the defendant put them in that position when the victim didn't know about it. So, two people sharing alcohol, they become drunk, their inhibitions are reduced, they have sex. That's not sexual assault, unless it has these components. Now, aggravated sexual assault is these two things, Penal Code Section 22021, with serious bodily injury or fear of serious bodily injury, or a deadly weapon is used, or if they use a drug, Rohypnol, GHB, the so-called date rape drug, these make it a first-degree crime. Sexual assault is a second-degree felony of a range of 2 to 20, and aggravated sexual assault has a punishment range of 5 to 99 in Texas. So the key to understanding sexual assault is to treat it like an assault, to think of it as an assault. An assault on the person that generally is in one particular body area, but it's not a sexual crime, it's a violent crime. And so, consistent with that, it requires force or violence, or the victim is essentially unconscious, and it becomes a first-degree felony if they use a deadly weapon, or they actually hurt the person badly, which is what serious bodily injury is, or place them in fear of death or serious bodily injury, or use some type of drug to incapacitate them.